Good God. First up, Councilman Pulley.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. I'm here today as the council, during our last meeting, passed a resolution honoring the career of M&PS educator and football coach Julius J. Gore. And, you know, one of the things that's special to me about this is my heroes have always been teachers and coaches for what they do for youth and the youth development. And he's dedicated his entire career. So we're here to honor him. And all those who are with Jay, please come up and join us here as we read this resolution. Whereas Nashville native Nashvilleian Julius J. B. Gore III, a.k.a. Coach Gore, received his degrees, Bachelor of Science from Lipscomb College in 1979 and Master of Science from Lipscomb University in 1999. And whereas Coach Gore has served as a private and public school educator for over 40 years, retiring this year with Metro after his long service as Dean of Students, Program Assistant, and Head Varsity Football Coach, Athletic Director at McGavock High School in Nashville, Tennessee. And whereas Coach Gore currently serves as middle school football coach and math teacher at Good Pasture Christian School, continuing his dedication to education and supporting youth in the classroom and on the football field. Whereas he is certified in physical education and mathematics and has been nominated for Teacher of the Year and Coach of the Year numerous times throughout his career. And pick it up right there.
Whereas Coach Gore is heavily involved in maintaining the integrity of school sports programs as evidenced by his decades of coaching across a broad range of sports, including football, basketball, softball, track, baseball, tennis, and wrestling. And whereas Coach Gore has been involved with the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools and has served as a committee chair and lead SACS school recertification and was also a member of the SACS visiting evaluation teams. And whereas under his direction as athletic director at McGavock High School, a new weight room was built, locker rooms were upgraded, the first on-campus practice field with an irrigation system was built, and improvements to softball, wrestling, and track facilities were made. And whereas while at McGavock High School, Coach Gore oversaw 40 coaches, was a liaison to the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Metro-wide athletic director, and developed EAP for all sports and SCA training for all coaches. And
whereas Coach Gore has dedicated countless extracurricular hours to tasks outside his immediate purview and devoted himself to service of his students throughout Thanksgiving meal deliveries, bus driving, and any additional support necessary both in and out of the classroom. And whereas Coach Gore's passion for the well-being of our youth, their education and school sports programs is evident from his years of dedicated service. And I'd also add some things that aren't on this. Coach Gore also coached several teams that made it quite far in the state tournament, and he was a member of the coaching staff in 2003 at Hillsboro High School when they won the state championship, and he was a primary coach on that staff and was inducted with his team into the Hillsboro High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Whereas it is fitting and proper that the Metro Council recognize and honors Coach Jay Gore for his years of dedication and service to Middle Tennessee students and community, now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, the Metropolitan Council hereby goes on record as recognizing the career of Metro Nashville Public Schools educator Julius B. Gore III. This resolution shall take effect from and after its adoption, the welfare of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County requiring it. Congratulations, Coach Gore, on your retirement. And you can feel free to say anything you want to.
Well, what he didn't say was I also mop the floors and do the laundry. So those are some of the other things I do. Thank you very much.
Great to see you.
You, Councilmember Stiles.
They got some big changes to the building.
So crazy, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's quite all right, Cash. Yes. Thank you, Pro Tem. So this resolution is for the Frist Museum, and anyone that signed on or anyone wants to come up, I would love for you to come up as we honor this amazing institution that we have had now in our city for 20 years, providing amazing exhibits, multicultural, multimedia, also allowing children to come for free, enabling people to have access to the arts in a way that they have not had in the past. So at this time, we would like to read the resolution and then we will ask them to come forward. Whereas the Frist Art Museum, formerly known as the Frist Center for the Visual Arts, is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year and has presented more than 254 exhibitions over the past 2 decades, and
whereas the museum is accredited by the American Alliance of Museums and is a 501c3 nonprofit exhibition center dedicated to presenting and originating high-quality, multicultural fine art exhibits along with related educational programs and community outreach activities, and
whereas the Frist Art Museum has focused on the work of individual artists and their impact on society and has consistently engaged the community through their free family festival days, live community performances, and mobile art trunks for schools and community partners, and
whereas the Frist was formerly Nashville's main post office, opening in 1934 and then reopening as an art museum on April 8, 2001, and whereas the post office was constructed in 1933 to 1934 under the direction of local firm Marr and Holman and was financed by the U.S. Treasury Department's Office of Construction, and
whereas the building has long been central to the life of the city and was officially added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1984, and whereas through a public-private partnership between Metro Nashville government, Dr. Thomas Frist Jr., the building was transformed into a visual arts center and opened to the public in 2001. I was there. Next.
Whereas since opening, the Frist has hosted artists and artworks from collections around the world and invited Nashville's community members and visitors to share in its vision of inspiring people through art to look at the world in new ways, and
whereas on April 2nd, 2018, the name was formally changed to the Frist Art Museum to convey more clearly what visitors can expect when entering the building, and
Whereas the Frisk Art Museum presents 12 to 15 exhibitions each year, and in 2019, they welcomed its 4 millionth visitor, and
whereas, as part of the commitment to children and future generations of Nashvillians, the Frisk Art Museum offers free admission to everyone 18 years old and under, and
whereas it is fitting and proper that the Metropolitan Council recognizes the 20th anniversary of the Frisk Art Museum as it celebrates this important occasion. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County. We go on record recognizing and celebrating this moment. We would love to hear from you. Share some words with us.
Okay, thank you. Well, there's very little to add after that wonderful resolution, but I'd like to also have joining me up here Executive Director Susan Edwards and my friends Louisa Glenn and part of our teams and Crystal Churchwell Evans. Come on up. They're very important team members and we're a family here. But as said, as noted in this resolution, this was 20 years ago. It's hard to imagine it's been so long, and we're still growing. But this was a true public-private partnership that I'm very proud of. I hope you're proud of. The Metro Council has been there from day one, and we couldn't do it without you guys. As you hopefully know, MDHA owns our building, and it's been a great partner, ensuring that this beautiful architectural gem, this Art Deco, incredible, beautiful building, the historic integrity is there today and will be there for many years going forward. So thank you so much. You know, so much of our vision at the Frisk Art Museum is to change the way we look at the world. And not many Nashvillians can even travel throughout the country, much less the world. So we try to bring the world to us. And also, we try to do a lot in the community. We have over 60 community partners. So we partner, we bring in artists, local artists, different art movements here. So, because even our community, it's a very diverse community, which is a wonderful thing, getting more diverse. So we want even our own community to be able to show people what people are doing in different parts of the city. And it's exciting. So thank you for all you've done. We are deeply appreciative. It's been 20 years. We hope to be well after we're long gone, many more 20 years. So thank you as an honor. And thank you for supporting so many wonderful art and culture institutions. There's a lot of them out there. And I hope you're very proud of what we're doing and everyone else is doing in the community. But we couldn't do it without your leadership and support. Thank you.
Councilmember announcements. Councilmember Withers.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pro Tem. I'd like to announce that I've been working with the planning department staff on, give everyone just a second. I've been working with the planning department staff on a text amendment that pertains to a residential floor area bonus provision in the Metro Code. This would affect primarily mixed-use zoned properties in the urban zoning overlay. I've been working with planning staff as well as with affordable housing builders and other stakeholders to kind of look at that text amendment. We're now ready to gather some community feedback. So I've worked with planning staff. We've scheduled a community meeting about this text change amendment, and that will be held this coming Wednesday, September the 29th at 6:30 p.m. at East Park Community Center. As I mentioned, this does affect mixed-use parcels throughout the urban zoning overlay. So really want to work with my district council member colleagues throughout the urban core area. If you have neighborhood leaders or zoning committee members that have focused on those issues, it'd be great to have those representatives come out and give us some feedback about that before we take it to the Planning Commission. So once again, that's Wednesday, September 29th at 6:30 p.m. at East Park Community Center. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any, Councilmember Toombs.
The District 2 community-wide meeting will be held next Tuesday on the 28th at 6 p.m. in the William D. Botenhamer building, which is at 2231 26th Avenue North. It's where the North Precinct is, in the community room.
Thank you, Councilmember. Anybody else? I don't see any of those on here. Councilmember Parker.
Thank you, Pro Tem. I wanted to announce a community meeting that we're having regarding the River Chase apartments in McFerrin Park. We've been meeting about this site since well before this term started. There's a group that's purchased it, and they're presenting their plans for redevelopment of the site, including hopefully some affordable housing components. So that meeting is going to be Wednesday, September 29th at the McFerrin Park Community Center from 5:30 to 7:30. So that's a meeting regarding River Chase redevelopment proposal at the McFerrin Park Community Center, Wednesday, September 29th from 5:30 to 7:30. Thank you.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. Just a couple things on the public health. I was going to try to be brief, Mr. Pro Tem.
I've heard enough of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Just a couple of public health items. We are still trying to limit the impact of COVID-19 in Nashville. We have lots of OEM and Metro Public Health Department testing and vaccine opportunities. Visit covid19.nashville.gov to learn about those schedules. The vaccine is safe, healthy, and free. We've gotten to the point where 60% of Nashvillians have received this vaccine, and it is showing in some of our numbers. And while you are at it, the Metro Public Health Department is now offering flu shots at their clinics. We beat flu, basically, in the past flu season, and that was through a combination of people getting their flu shots and some of the non-pharmacological interventions that people have pursued. But the flu shot, like the COVID vaccine, is the best way to protect yourself and others. You can visit any of the Metro Public Health Department clinics, and it is something that Metro employees can go do free of charge as well. Lots of pharmacies in your primary care providers should be able to help you get to a flu shot. So please take care of yourself and take care of others in our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Porterfield.
Thank you, Pro Tem. I just wanted to remind everyone that we do have our upcoming District 29 Litter Walk this Saturday and every Saturday, weather permitting, other than holidays. You can sign up at www.tinyurl.com/D29 Litter Walks. So we just want to encourage everyone in the community to sign up and come out. We are socially distant, and we do pick a different part of the district each week to make sure that we are cleaning the area and beautifying the area. And also our next newsletter will have a slate of community meetings coming up, including 3 traffic calming meetings for areas in District 29 that were chosen for traffic calming. So please stay tuned, and I hope that you can attend. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Van Rees.
Thank you very much. I wanted to call attention to the Americana Fest. The festival begins tomorrow, September 22nd through the 25th, 4 days of music throughout Nashville, over 300 performances. You'll find all kinds of music in about 70 different music venues all over Nashville. If you have not yet received a pass to attend some of the events, or if you're looking for single tickets, you can go to americanamusic.org to participate. These 70 music venues across Nashville need our support, as we all know, and the musicians that play there are needed as well. I'm very proud to support the Americana Fest this year. In particular, the soft opening of East Side Bowl will include a stage both Friday and Saturday in Madison at East Side Bowl. If you want to get a sneak peek at that new venue in District 8, then get a ticket to Americana Fest. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Stiles.
Thank you, Pro Tem. So District 32 will be having our monthly community meeting. It will be via Zoom next Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. There will be a Zoom link posted on my Facebook page, Councilwoman Joy Stiles for District 32, and it will be live stream on Facebook as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Verscher.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to remind the neighbors that it is that time of year. It is tax season. Tax season begins in October. Tax bills will be mailed in waves beginning the first week in October and ending in late November. Per the trustee's office, they recommend you wait until December to contact their office if you have not received your tax bill. As always, your tax bill are available on the website www.nashville.gov/trustee. Any additional assistance that you may need as it relates to your property tax bill or tax relief, tax freeze, you can contact our Metropolitan Trustee's office, Trustee Erica S. Gilmore. Also, I want to invite the neighbors to come out and join us in supporting our school, J.E. Moss Elementary School. We will be participating in the Walk to School Day, October 6th. We're going to meet at Antioch Church of Christ. This walk is 0.8 miles, so come out and join us as we support our school, J.E. Moss Elementary School. We will meet at Antioch Church of Christ at 7:25 sharp. The walk, we should be concluded by 8:45. In addition to that, we have more celebratory news for another school in our district. We only have two, by the way, Mr. Speaker. Apollo Middle will be highlighted on September 23rd. So any photos, any stories that you have that you can share about Apollo Middle, please go out on your social media and highlight our schools. We have a wonderful neighborhood schools in District 28, J.E. Moss, and Apollo Middle. And let me see, my last announcement, Mr. Speaker, for any complaints regarding flooding, please always remember to utilize hub.nashville.gov. And also, when we have roadways that are flooded, please refrain from traveling on those roadways. You impede the Office of Emergency Management to actually do their jobs when your cars are left abandoned. Property maintenance issues, signage issues, all those concerns, city concerns can be reported to hub.nashville.gov as well. And if you haven't, you can go ahead and subscribe to the newsletter, the District 28 newsletter at tanaka.vircher@nashville.gov. And thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Cash.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. I would like to announce an exciting event in District 18. We are on the day of October 2nd, Saturday, October 2nd, we are having a celebration for the 101st anniversary of Hillsboro Village. We were hoping to have it last year, but you know how things went, so we're definitely having it this year. And it was in 1920 that a small grocery chain, H.G. Hills, opened not their first store, but the first retail establishment right there on 21st Avenue. And Hillsboro Village has been growing and serving the community ever since. We are excited. There's going to be stuff for kids. There's going to be obviously great food and drink. There will be live music. We are shutting down 21st Avenue for the day. We've got a great plan for the emergency vehicles to get through. But it is going to be a fun time will be had by all, and we will hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. We got 2 minutes. Anyone else real quick? Councilmember Druffel.
Yeah, thanks, Pro Tem. We have a community Zoom meeting this Thursday to talk about the 170 split. It's become a real dangerous and intersection. So we have TDOT and our Transportation Department and Lucy Kent with planning to help us figure out how to make this intersection a lot better. Hope you can make it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Seeing nobody else, the announcement period is adjourned. Almost showtime.